So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So today I'm going to hybrid up the new versus Yamato with Ace versus Yamato. So we're doing a double Yamato team. We're fighting 3 different arena. This first one will be Arena Franky, and it has both Bind and the Spear, and Ace versus Ace and Yamato, of course. This is Bind and Special Bind, and versus Yamato resist the Spear. So you have that god-like combination of resisting both. But I must admit though that of all the anime legends, Yamato is probably the one that has impressed me the least. It's really hard for me to justify using Yamato a lot of the time, at least for arena content. But even for longer content, I feel like there's not as much on the table. Sure, the unique buff is good, but adding more stackable buffs is mostly a super boss thing. And even then, you have the issue with getting the damage reduction somehow. But I do think Yamato will be great versus super bosses, maybe normal Kizuna too, but against arena and against treasure map and such, probably not much reason to use Yamato. But I've done my best here to showcase Yamato, and my main focus has been content with Bind and the Spear, as well as teams where I can get in some damage reduction as well to fully benefit from Yamato's buff. One issue with this hybrid in particular, which is a shame, is that both Yamato do attack boost and they both have equally high CD, so they're usually finished at the same time. But yeah, for stage 4 here, we do resist the Bind and the Spear. So we use Vivi to reduce CD and change block orbs, and Law just gave a big boost to himself so he could one-hit KO, and both reduce CD with their specials, so we could get Yamato ready for final stage. And we're going to let Yamato carry here basically. And the main mistake I made on this team is that Korra should have maybe swapped spots, but it is what it is. Because Franky will change slots here, but not Wano. And then we use Alvida, remove the damage reduction and give a big damage reduction, and obviously that becomes an attack boost with Yamato. So we got a lot of chain, and we got a big attack boost and a damage reduction attack boost. So yeah, very easy kill. Moving on. I do try and vary what arenas I face. I both want variation, and it makes sense. And Arena Queen makes sense since it's one of the few dex-focused arenas. And on release, many people said that this was like the easiest arena ever. And I really disagree. At least making good teams is hard. Like, the best teams are very good and destroy this. And most legends can beat this because you can let it go to stage 4 and stall forever. That's a legend strat. But like making good teams that don't really have to stall too much, stuff like that, that's not a question. And it was really hard. Like here, I did my best to do it as fast as possible. And even with Kinemon, who can do a lot of CD reduction, even with Leo that can reduce CD by 3 for top row, I had to stall 4 turns. That's why I'm sad. I always fight these hype legends, or hype I should say. Like, I'm most excited about them, but they never get any CD reduction in Captain, so usually they're not the best for arena and such. Like this patch, for example, is pretty heavily geared towards Super Boss Kizuna. I think that's pretty obvious. All of these units really excel there to the point that we must question if we even need to run Luffy Crew now. I don't think so personally. But in our this stage, Leo's actually very cool. He combos nice with Ace here, since Ace gives you healing when you hit perfects. So once you heal over 10k HP, Leo does the -3 CD. This lets us use Yamato versus Ace, and they further reduce CD by 2. So now the Yamato is ready, and we can use that just for some orb manip. And we also get the damage reduction attack boost, so Kizaru can easily kill. And yeah, final stage now. Odin support coming in clutch here. Let's use Kinemon again. Sengoku support for attack and core boost for Kizaru. Very nice to finally be able to use that. Sora increases the chain a bit. Brook support to get that damage reduction attack buff. And yeah, Kizaru hits really hard here. Almost killed. So yeah, time for the final team. And here, facing the most annoying arena, which is easily Arena Caesar. And every time I face Caesar, I want it to feel like a different team. I don't want to just spam Magellan, Hanyabal, Legend, Reiju, the normal stuff. And I'm able to use at least some new units. The big one here is obviously the Ivanko. This is the first time I've used him, but he's a super old rare recruit. And this is actually perfect for this particular team since he removes poison. And he gives a big healing and gives damage reduction. And obviously Yamato appreciates the damage reduction. And there's a lot of burn and a lot of turn damage, stuff like that. So Ivanko really makes it very chill, the final stage. The problem is more getting there. But yeah, Kid is very nice since he can reduce CD turn 1 and then wave clear. And then final stage we can use his special again. And he will remove all the debuffs turn 3 of final stage. Because this content does have the damage limiter, so unless you use some real cheese, you have to stay here for 3 turns. But yeah, we're setting up for the super swap this run. We haven't done it for the others, but the super swap is really nice here. Mainly because super swap gives a 2-turn chain boundary. That means that if the enemy applies a chain lock, you ignore that. And that's what happens when Arena Caesar turn 2, he gives you a bad chain lock. We just skip that. He also gives you the spear, which versus Yamato lets us skip. And stage 4 doesn't give us buy now, thanks to Yamato cap, Yamato and Ace cap. So that means we can use the Crocodile, who will remove the attack down, and he also removes poison if Captain is striker or driven, which Yamato is here. So just a very well synergized team. We're not even talking about Usopp yet, but Usopp will remove the paralysis final stage. He also had the Nami support earlier to speed the team up a bit. That support is absolutely busted. And Usopp also reduces CD of top row by 2 turns, which will let me use their special. It looks like I failed to kill there, but we do have the burn. And if burn wasn't enough, I have a lot of extra levels to level up, so fine in my book. And yeah, for this team, we're going to use Usopp now. Swap Yamato Ace, use their special. That will make Ivanko ready, and then we use Ivanko. And luckily Ivanko gives 2 turns of damage reduction and heal, which will let us benefit with versus Yamato's special after. But it's pretty interesting to think about, like if we added the new Robin to this team, we could have got the burn conditional, the damage reduction conditional, Robin step down conditional all together. Like it's a whole lot new level of stack. So it'll be interesting to play around with all of this for the next super boss. But yeah, we resisted the spear, we don't get the chain lock. Yamato handles the orbs, and we have the damage reduction, so we get the damage reduction attack boost as well. And yeah, very big damage. But yeah, most buffs are gone now, which I forgot, which is why I didn't really build up the chain. I should have built up the chain a bit. I just started hitting right away with the 1 orb unit. Also the power of 1 orb just letting you skip block orbs in situations like this. But yeah, we do enough damage and kills. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.